December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Their mission was not only to attack the Pacific Fleet, but also to strike American air power on Oahu.
They are our country's greatest generations. They are among our nation's greatest heroes. They simply are great Americans. They are the Pearl Harbor survivors and serve today as shining examples for those of us serving in uniform today.
Well, there were a couple of experiences. One, which is a rather frightening one, was while we were crossing the field to get to our duty station, a Japanese aircraft spotted us and started strafing us. And the vehicle stopped, and we jumped out and jumped in ditches that paralleled the road on which we were on. You could hear the rounds going through the grasses on the side, but fortunately no one was hit.
We have an obligation to honor those who live with reminders of what happened at Pearl Harbor, those who fought and survived, those who were lost, those who recall the last moments of peace and the first casualties of war, the faces of fallen brothers in arms, friends, shipmates. December 7th, 1941, in many ways, was a day of discovery for America and for the world. It damaged us, it changed us, but it made us stronger. It did not defeat us.
It carries on something which should be important to every citizen of this country, that we stand as being vulnerable to someone who wants to change our way of life, who wants to occupy our position in the world politics, and that we have to remain constantly alert.
To those who died in battle, the ones that have passed on since, and to each of the remaining survivors, you have our heartfelt thanks and the admiration of a grateful nation. You are not and will never be forgotten.
On behalf of all Pearl Harbor survivors, I thank you for observing this day with such sincerity and dignity. I thank you all.